Part 5. Living in the Bandiagara Escarpment, 100-mile sandstone stretch of cliffs at elevations of up to 1,500 feet since around 300 BC is the Dogon of Mali in Western Africa. Known for their expertise in astronomy past the scope of the human eye long before the rest of the world developed technology to garner the information that they had known for millennia. The Dogon's knowledge of the Sirius star system was a feat that modern science only attained in the 1950s, with the use of the advanced telescope. The Dogon speak of an aquatic race of beings called the Nomo from the Sirius star system that passed their knowledge on to the ancestors of the Dogon millennia ago. According to the Dogon, the Nomo descended from the sky in a vessel accompanied by fire and thunder and created a reservoir of water for themselves to dwell in as they required a watery environment to live in, and that the Kemetic deity Isis was amongst these beings. It is not mere coincidence that the Nomo mentioned by the Dogon have a similar name to the Mesopotamian first being in existence and mother of the Anunnaki named Namu. Namu's daughter is the supreme fertility birth goddess and mother of the earth named Ki. She is the lover of Enki, and Babel's confusion of tongues resulted in her also being assimilated as Ishtar. The indigenous Egyptians called her Isis. The language that the Dogon used to describe the Sirius star system actually included many indigenous Egyptian terms that have long since been lost to their language today. The 620s AD brought the end of almost 1,000 years of Greek and Roman colonization in Egypt. It is documented that by this time, the indigenous Kemetic culture, language, and phenotype were practically erased. Along with some Kemetic commoners, fortunate priests and priestesses who had not been caught, imprisoned, and decapitated for refusing to interpret pyramid texts fled south further into Africa and west of ancient Kemet. The Greeks colonized Egypt in 350 BC. The Dogon settled in Mali, 2,000 miles away west of Egypt, around 300 BC. The Dogon were initially indigenous Egyptian refugees. There is special emphasis placed on Greek scholars, but not on the fact that Thales, Hippocrates, Pythagoras, Socrates, Plato, and others traveled to Egypt, where they studied at the temple universities there, and look at just how great they became from the minute information that they could decipher themselves. Look at all the European codes that was birthed from this information as well, codes that did not allow members from Cam's lineages. The demigod lineage had lost its own history, truth, and subsequently, its power. It would only go down from here for this lineage. On the other hand, the Dogu of Japan are small humanoid alien astronaut and animal figurines dating back to up to 14,000 BC, found scattered all across Japan except for the island of Okinawa. The Dogu bear a similar title to that of the Dogon ethnic group, and both their names sound similar to that of the name of the fish god Dagon, also known as Enki. This is the deity the Vatican worships, the Savior, and the Serpent. Stay tuned for part 5.1. To hear more just like this, follow the link in the bio to tune into the Hush podcast made for insomniacs who enjoy conspiracy theories, true crime, myth, mysteries, story times, and the occult.